Hello people, I'm back. The rankings, the course rankings for Mario Kart World are here. And you better enjoy it. I know you will, because, you know, my opinions are obviously 100% correct, factual, objective opinions. And you better agree with me. I don't really feel like I need to do an intro for this. There are 32 tracks in the game. I removed 2 of them because they're just duplicates of already existing tracks, like different layouts and stuff. So we're doing the 30 main tracks in the game, to be clear. I hope you enjoy it. You know the ways of supporting me. I don't feel like I need to repeat myself. Please do if you want to. And enjoy this beautiful piece of art I've made. I am not too fond of Starview Peaks, believe it or not. I find it to be quite boring and lacking in like every way imaginable. It's not a great one. It has very wide roads. It does have color at parts. Doesn't it? Like it's lacking in fun and life. It's boring and the soundtrack is terrible. But it had so much potential as well. You could. I don't like this one. I want to move on. Actually, I don't want to talk more about this one. It's just so underwhelming. Okay, I will admit. The music, the soundtrack, is very good for DK Spaceport. But, you know, it's also the only good thing about the track. That's not really a good thing, you know, considering it's a racetrack. And the only good part about this racetrack is the soundtrack. It just doesn't click, you know? And I also feel like it's too faithful. I know it's a nice callback to the Donkey Kong games or whatever. But it's too much like the Donkey Kong games. I would have loved this track if it went more like an actual racing track. Not just back and forth, back and forth. It's a very cool concept, it's just a shame that it's just straight line after straight line. That's all I have to say for DK Spaceport. The gorilla is nice. I mean Donkey Kong, the mech guy, you know what I mean. Yeah, so you know, those who have been around for a bit should know that I am not very fond of High Sundae either. Wow, that's crazy. Someone who doesn't like High Sundae? I can't believe it. It was boring in Tour. I didn't play a lot of Tour, but I did, and I didn't enjoy it. Then I played it on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It wasn't good there either. And then I got the port to this game, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, this is so good. Oh my god, I can't believe this remake. They fixed it." They've not fucking fixed it. It's still boring. It is very colorful. That's always been like the strong part for High Sundae, in my opinion. But that's like, there are barely any shortcuts. There is that one on the final turn or whatever, but it's like, it's just lackluster. It's a janky turn one as well with a stupid guardrail in the middle of the track. It's messing with me, and the soundtrack is a mess too. But I think that's sort of intentional because you know the whole track is like a fucking fever dream. Yeah, still don't like it. Moving on. Cheep Cheep Falls looks stunning. But it has the same problem that DK Spaceport has. Well, not the same problem, but a similar one. The problem with DK Spaceport is that the music is very good, but that's the only thing it has going for it. In a similar case, Cheep Cheep Falls looks very good, but that is also the only thing it has going for it. I don't like the soundtrack, I think it's annoying. It keeps building and it doesn't go anywhere, it's annoying. It plays so badly, so badly. It's too much of a current. And it's not like in Koopa Cave, you know, where that actually works out well. It just messes with you, the drifting gets all weird and the hopping and it feels slow. It's not very enjoyable to race on. And I don't like the ending shortcut either. I feel like it is very dependent on the final shortcut. You can be first going into that final turn and you'll come out in 7th. Because 6 people behind you were clever and saved their mushrooms and you didn't. And now you're The highlight about Crown City, in my opinion, is the second lap. I think it's the second lap. It's the one where you go like across the rooftops and like rails and stuff and you jump through the big tire. That lap is a good lap. I also like the shortcut in the ending when you go across the grass and then another lot of grass and then You jump over some palm trees and you clear that shortcut as well. But otherwise, like, the entirety of lap 1 is just waiting. And the huge straight leading onto lap 2 doesn't help with the waiting problem. It's boring. I'm done with the city tracks. I've done so many of them. I played so many races in 8 Deluxe and in Tour as well. And it's just, it's boring. I don't really like it. Bring back Mushroom City as a retro track in the DLC though, and I'll be hooked on City Track once again. I don't have much else to say for Crown City. Thank you for coming, I guess. Right, this is quite funny. I've been looking for this footage for like 2 minutes now, going up and down in my files, trying to find this Bones Burnout footage. But it was named Mexico. Like, no wonder I couldn't find it. Why would I name it Mexico? That's not practical at all. So about Bones Burnout, what do I actually think about this track? I have some bad news for people that enjoyed the track. This was 8th place last time I did the ranking, like my initial rankings when the game had released. This was 8th. Now it is 26th or 25th or something, and it's not good. I don't like it actually. Like, I think it's a nice theme. It's just I don't like driving it. Whenever it gets picked, I'm like, oh no, not again, not this one. It's a shame. I just don't like driving it. That's all I'm going for it. It is too big. I don't like it. It's slow, big. I don't know the shortcuts either. So like, there is a slight skill issue as well, but I don't think you should like be forced to know the shortcuts in order to enjoy the track. And I don't know them, and I don't fully enjoy it either. Even the soundtrack is like getting boring at this point because we've heard it so many times. However, the racing stripes on the side of the track and the whole racing theme it has going for it this time, I like what they did with it. They did something new with it, even though it's not super new. It is interesting and new, and I like it. But still, it's Moo Meadows again, and I don't want it in my game. Hi, Moo Meadows, huh? Perdón, señor Adel, perdón. Por favor, spare me, huh? I don't know what they did to Peach Beach, but they ruined it. Oh wait, I do know what they did. They added the town section. I don't like the town section. I think Peach Beach is supposed to be a simple track. A short, simple track. Going down to the beach. Back up again. 3 times. That's how I like my Peach Beach. I get it, it's the town is cool, but not even, like, the layout isn't that good either. It's just a straight line into a hairpin, straight line into a hairpin, straight line into a hairpin, straight line into almost a hairpin, and it's very uninteresting in terms of racing. It would have been very cool if they actually made like a decent track, but it's straight lines again. I'm disappointed, but I guess the soundtrack is good. It's very chill. I like it. That's it. I'm sorry, Peach Peach. I'm sorry they did this to you, my little boy or girl, or whatever gender you are. I feel like a lot of people right now are on the Rainbow Road hate train. I was a day one Rainbow Road hater, but I have learned to accept it, I guess. It's not all about racing on Rainbow Road, in particular. And it's clear in the way they've made the track. It's more about atmosphere. It's supposed to be like this grand finale to the adventure you've had, and it's not meant for racing. At least I hope it's not, because if so, they've done a terrible job. But the music, the scenery, it's all very victorious, and it does feature some really tricky shortcuts if you want to get all nitty gritty. But no one's ever gonna do them online. Like, we've been doing weekend championships, a very competitive racing tournament for the last couple of weeks, and not a lot of people went for the shortcuts. I can tell you that much. But it is, I do find it, even when we get it online, I find it to be a nice break in between races. But the race itself is bad. I wouldn't count it as a race. It's just like a fucking, it's a pause in the racing. The soundtrack is good though. I like the lap 4. You know, with you go into like the space station-esque. That music is really good. But it's not a good racing track. Thank you. I used to think that Koopa Troopa Beach was a nice and simple track. Still is very simple. Nice, less so. I do like I like the concept of this track. It's nice, it's simple, it's flat. But I think it's a little bit too simple for me. And I am a person who really likes simple tracks. My favorite track in Mario Kart Wii is SNES Ghost Valley 2. But this one just, I think it's too simple, or it's lacking something. Like originally when the game released and someone picked this track, I would go like, oh yeah, Koopa Troopa Beach, this one is nice, this one is decent. And now I will go, oh, you know, it's one of those tracks. Not again. Just like Dry Bones Burnout or Moo Moo Meadows. So it's a simple track. Boom, there you go. So compared to Koopa Troopa Beach, which is a track that I have like no feelings for. It's not good nor bad. Choco Mountain is bad and good at the same time, you know? Does that make sense? It probably doesn't make any sense. I mean, just imagine it makes sense for a little bit, alright? But I do feel like the track is a little bit awkward and the charging chucks are kind of weird. There's definitely too much off-road. Definitely too much off-road. But I also like what they did to the track. I like the new change, I like what it's gone for, and it is very interesting, and the revamped soundtrack is very good. Very fitting. It surprises me how they keep remaking Choco Mountain into these new themes, and it works out brilliantly. But it's still just Choco Mountain at its core, and it's not too interesting. But I like the new take on it. And they shall be rewarded by being number 20 on Denmark's Mario Kart World Ranking. There you go. You're welcome.
Acorn Heights is without doubt one of the most beautifully designed tracks, but apart from the visual appearance, it's also one of the best tracks in the entire game, offering so many different grinding and wall riding opportunities, some more difficult than others. So regardless of your skill level, it is always fun to drive on. And to top it all off, it has easily one of the best soundtracks in the entire game. It's basically just Maple Thruway but on steroids.
Is what a delusional man would say. I think I would just have preferred like a regular path in the woods, like the intermissions to this track, if they made a track like that, instead of just going up into a tree again. Like he said, it's Maple Treeway again, but it's green this time, right? Yep. That's what I think about this track. Please don't kill me, RJ. I'm sorry, I don't really like it that much. I feel like Mario Circuit nails the go-kart feeling of a racetrack, but it's also Mario Circuit, and we've had it so many times already, and I swear to God, if I have to play SNES Mario Circuit 3 one more time, I'm gonna lose it. Like, honestly, I can't think of anyone who went like, oh my God, I love this track when it got announced for this game. I don't know a single person.
There isn't a track better than Mario Circuit 3. Trust me, I would know. It is the best.
I forgot about him. But he's also delusional, so that doesn't count. It's a nice track, I like to play it, but I would have preferred something else instead of just doing Mario Circuit 3 again. Salty Speedway is similar to Dry Bones Burnout in the fact that it has moved far back compared to where it was on my initial ranking. I believe it was 11th at first, and now it's 16th, 17th? I don't know, you should know, you saw the big number. But I still like the track, but I think I was a little bit blinded by the Beto level, you know? Giant Beto statue, oh. There is a bunch of good stuff about this track, but it's also just, it feels very empty. Which is crazy, because it's taking place in a town, and it still feels really empty, and I don't know, it's missing something, and it's really bothering me that the track is called Salty Speedway instead of Beto. salty or something. I don't know. But it does feature a lot of pets. The music is great. It gives a lot of Venice vibes. You know, it's probably based off Venice, to be honest. It's a nice track. Dandelion Depths. I still don't know how to pronounce that, so let me know if I'm doing it the wrong way. Thank you. It looks like the Wooden Kingdom from Mario Odyssey, which is great because that just happens to be my favorite kingdom in Mario Odyssey. Isn't that great? However, the track is kind of lackluster. I mean, I feel like it's too big. The turns aren't sharp, but the turns in this track are notoriously wide. I think the sharpest one is probably the very last one, right? Either that? Yeah, it is, because the one after the water section, the road is so wide, so it's barely even a turn, even though it technically is pretty sharp. But there isn't a lot going on. It's very pretty, and the music is interesting. I like it. I enjoy it, the music. But it also always feels like the race is either you win it with a huge margin or you lose with a huge margin. You're never like in between. I think it's a nice track, but it's a little lackluster. Bowser Castle is, well, you know, a fun track, but it's really difficult. For some people, not for me. I am the most skilled man there has ever been. Alright? However, I know that some casual players struggle with it quite a lot. I mean, once again, I don't. Stop doubting me. The track contains very dramatic and fitting music that it goes, you know, it goes well with the speed of the track and like the whole feeling. It's very fitting. I've already said it's fitting. Why don't you trust me? Ooh, and by the way, it doesn't feel like a castle in my opinion. But I mean, it's supposed to be Bowser Castle. Like, god damn it! It's supposed to be the way it always has been. It doesn't have like a Bowser Castle feel to it. It has a different feel to it, but not a Bowser Castle one. I've also played this one so many times, and I'm really sick of it. Please don't ever pick it again. Thank you. I don't like what they did to Dino Dino Jungle. Which is weird because I love Jurassic Park. It's like one of my favorite series ever, a movie series. It's meh. I don't understand why. I guess it's kind of awkward in my opinion. The soundtrack isn't that good either, but it's missing something. And it doesn't have the same charm that the GameCube version had. I don't feel like the dinosaurs quite fit in. It's kind of weird. It's still a nice track. It's 14th on the list for a reason, but I just feel like it's missing something, unfortunately. Still a great track though. I mean, it is still Jurassic Park, so I mean, it's still good, right? Oh boy, Toad's Factory, baby. I love this one. No, I don't love it. I don't love it. I think it's great, but I don't love it. I think it's a bit overhyped, and that's alright. That's alright. Especially in the Booster Coast pass. Oh my god, do you guys remember? It was worshipped, this track. This and Airship. Oh my god. It's a cult feeling. I think it's a great track. It's a simple layout. It has a very cool ending with the girders or whatever they're called. I can't say that. I can't pronounce it properly, so the wrong way. You know what I mean, the little metal beams. I will say it does, like, it's lacking a bit of off-road. It has a lot of off-road in the end, but the end is also the highlight of the track, in my opinion. It feels like the whole race leads up to this final corner. It's a bunch of bright colors. I like that. It reminds me a little bit of Legos, actually, with all the, you know, the crates on the outside area. And I am Denmark, after all. I did make Lego. Me, single-handedly made it. So thank me later. The music is also a bop. It goes so hard. It's crazy. The music is amazing on this track. That's it for Toad's Factory. Moving on. Desert Hills is getting a lot of hate for not being like the original Desert Hills on the DS or the Wii. They're pretty much the same. Come on, they're very similar. However, I think that's a positive, mate. I think that's a positive. The old ones felt flat to me. I know they weren't, but they felt flat. This one, you can tell that there is constant elevation change, and especially I love what they did to the final section of it. Like, they gave it so much life compared to just being this barren wasteland. Which, I mean, it's desert hills. It's supposed to be barren wasteland, but I feel like it has way more identity like this, and the oasis too is very cool. It's, in my opinion, it's a huge improvement, and yeah, there was no raging sun, and I didn't really much care for that one in the first place anyway. So I like this one. Boom, there you go. Oh yeah, I did this Wario theme. I like this. This music is so good. The intro and like the main course theme and the theming for the track is great as well. It's got this Mad Max thing going for it with like a desert and mechanical parts and everything. Fits Wario very well. It features a lot of cool strats. It's very, very tech heavy. And those who know how to play it, they really know how to play it. It's also a huge improvement compared to, you know, the Nintendo 64 version. I think we all knew that. That's quite a basic point to make, but it's a point to make nonetheless. The races are always chaotic here, so even if you don't know the strats, like, just be lucky, man. Like, come on. As long as you get your luck, I mean, you're golden, mate. You got this. Sadly, though, I feel like it's also bland in the same way. I don't know. It feels like it could be more Wario. Because it's really leaning into this Wario thing. Unlike a certain other track we'll get to later. It feels like this one is going a lot into Wario, but not enough. Like, you can't tell it's a Wario place. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. It better make sense, because I'm moving on. Goodbye, Wario Stadium. Thank you. Mario Bros. Circuit is probably the best starter course we've ever had. And that's very good. That's great. I love it. It's got a bunch of like interesting rail strats that you can master, and they're not even that difficult, mate. There's a bunch of other strats you can do too, and it's very complicated for being a starter track, in my opinion, with the tech, which is very suiting for this game because the game is very tech heavy. It's just a blast playing this, and it's so refreshing when a starter course gets picked and I don't go, you know, oh, I actually enjoy it. So thank you, Mario Bros. Circuit, for being great. I don't have a lot of other things to say about it. It's inspired by Radiator Springs, I believe. That's what I've heard, at least. It's not official, but obviously I'm gonna love that because it's Radiator Springs, for fuck's sake. Lightning McQueen, ka-chow, it's Cars, it's the movie I grew up with. Great track, Denmark approved. Boom. I never really cared for the theming of Guy Bazaar. It was one of my least favorite tracks on the 3DS when I got that in like 2011 or whenever that released. I did not like it at all. And then the fan love started getting to me. And like 15 years later, oh my god, it's been so long. The fan love has gotten inside my head, and I do like this track now. I like it. I always liked the layout for it. Except for one glaring issue, the huge straight fucking line. Otherwise, it's a great track. There's a nice market. The music is well, the music is not great. I don't like that at all, actually. The Daisy Palace part is cool, even though it's not part of the track. I feel like I need to mention it. Yeah, it's a nice track. It's got Shy Guys on carpets. The layout is very good. There's a lot of nice turns, that it's twisty, and even like through the market, it's like turning. So there's a bunch of turns, and I love the turns part, but I don't like a very long straight on the back of it. And also the strat in the beginning, going onto, you know, like the rails and the ropes or whatever it is, going onto the like roof part area. That is very cool. I like that. Denmark approved as well. I like this one. Good job, Guy Bazaar. You're a good man. I like Peach Stadium a lot, and it is very carried by the music in the course, you know. But it's just listen to it. Just listen here. Wow, it's unbelievably good. I love it, and it's also, you know, like a racing theme course. It's you know, it's a racetrack. I love my racetracks. Now it doesn't have a lot of you know, unique things going for it. It's got like no enemies, like no obstacles. It has a few pipes. It's like a typical Mario circuit, but it's a Peach circuit. It's Peach Stadium. I do like it though. Not the paperclip version of the track. Those who know what I'm talking about, they know what I'm talking about, and they agree with me. They don't like it either. And it is quite simple. Like, yeah, I get that, and there's not a lot going on, but I also like that. That is one of its strengths. It's a simple racetrack. And it does feature different paths and different rails you can ride on as well. Not that I ever use them, but they exist. It's a good track. Denmark approves of this one as well. He told me, you know, I'm just telling you that Denmark told me. So even though I am Denmark, it's getting kind of weird at this point. You know, let's just, yeah. Am I the only one who calls this Whistle Top Summit? No? Yes? No? No? Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I keep calling this Whistle Top. It's called Whistle Stop Summit. I should know this at this point. It was my day one favorite track. Did you know that? I knew it because, well, it's my favorite. I should know it, and I do know it. It features a lot of different techniques and paths, you know, like you can go so many different ways, and you can ride on the walls and everything, and there's so many new techniques that's being discovered like all the time, and it is a very good track. It is a lot of fun, but the track is also like, because it's so many rails, it's so difficult to catch up on this track, and it's very much, it's like streamlined. It just feels like you travel as a train, which is funny because it's a train track. Like, but it somehow ruins the racing when everyone is stuck on the one path, and you can just spam triple greens backwards, and you'll hit someone and they will die. You know, like it's automatic aimbot like the whole way through. You gotta really pay attention in order not to be hit on this one. It's very difficult. I would also like to point out that this summer, when I traveled to Finland, I was time trialing this track for about 5 hours on a ferry, and you can't tell at all that I've been practicing. Yeah, no, like the skill level is so high on this one, and it's great for that, but it's not good for racing. It's a great time trials track, but not a great Grand Prix track, or versus race, or online play, or whatever. You know what I mean? Good track. Moving on. Sorry, I forgot to mention that the music is really good on Whistle Top Summit as well. I said Whistle Top again. I mean Whistle Stop. You know what I mean? Okay, bye. I love it. 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 I love it a lot. I like it. I love it. I love it even. It's so good. I have so many memories from this track. You know, remember back in the day, about 6 months ago, we were grinding this track almost daily. I was picking it a lot because I wanted to get a certain character in the game. Said character was Peepa. Oh, I love Peepa. Never played him. Never played as Peepa since I unlocked him. I will say it's a very simplistic track, but you know me, I do love my simplistic tracks. Nothing wrong with that. Hashtag Ghost Valley 2 gang. However, the track is symmetrical, almost, pretty much, yeah. And I'm not too big a fan of that, but I will let it slip because it's Boo Cinema. It's probably the first time I've ever enjoyed a Ghost track in Mario Kart. Well, except Ghost Valley 2 on the Wii. But that should go without saying. Thank you, Boo Cinema. You are the GOAT! The GOAT! First time we saw DK pass on the trailer, or whatever. I think we were all wondering, is this DK Snowboard Cross? DK Summit for the Americans. Or is this something else? But I did realize, after just a little bit of time, that, wait, this is DK Pass. I remember that hill. My deepest desires have been answered by the almighty god of Mario Kart. No, wait, that's me. Like, even when it first released, it had tech. It had a little pole cut. Everybody was going crazy about the pole cut. I love the pole cut. The pole cut is crazy. Now I never take it anymore. Because there's another cut right next to it, which is so unfortunate because it was so satisfying to pull it off. There's a bunch of wall riding over the whole track that it's actually quicker and satisfying to pull off as well. And it's very nostalgic. It's nice music. It is the final round of the Acorn knockout tour, which is great. That makes it the best knockout tour. There you go. I will say that I do miss the little item box on top of the little hill. You know, like at the highest point of the track. You know, I think you know which one I mean. I do miss that a little bit. Quite a lot, actually. I miss it a lot. Bring it back, please. Please bring it back. Airship Fortress is not the best track in the game, but it's a really, really good one. And that comes from me. I don't like Airship Fortress. I don't like it. I don't like it in... I was about to say 8 Deluxe. It never was in 8 Deluxe. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in DS. I don't like the custom track in CTGP or whatever. Retro Rewind. I don't know which one. The Mario Kart Wii version of it. In the mods or whatever. I don't like that either. But the rails. Oh my god, man. The rails work so well for this track. And it's... Oh my god, it's so satisfying. And it's really difficult to catch up on it. That's one of its, you know, not great areas. But the rails, man, it's so satisfying. And it's absolutely crazy on lap 1. When everyone heads straight to the rail. And they just go, oh, don't bump me, don't bump me, don't bump me, don't bump me. And then you see 6 people just fall off the track. It's hilarious, because I'm never first, so I never get bumped off. But no, yeah, like I said, the rail grinding very much carries this track. I do really like the drifting, and the drifting in this game also suits this track very well. Compared to DS, which didn't suit the track at all. Like, when you first enter when you come onto the airship, there is a right turn, another right turn, then a left turn. Now you go down into the airship, and then there's a hairpin. That section always felt so clunky to me. And I'm glad that it's not clunky anymore. So good. So good, man. It's so satisfying. Pulling that left drift after doing, you know, the sick trick thingy on the rails. Jumping off, just holding this left drift through like a whole hairpin. Oh, I'm dreaming about it. Such a great track. Atmosphere is incredible. Music is Airship Fortress, and it's nothing special in my opinion, but it's a very good track. Denmark very much approved. Thank you. I remember the very first day of Mario Kart World being released. And everybody was praising this track like, oh my god, yeah, it was great. Like, you know, I did a blind playthrough myself. I saw nothing. I did see some of the trailers, but I tried to limit myself as much as possible. And I was playing this track, I was like, oh, this is so cool. And then, like, when I was going to bed the same night, I checked my YouTube shorts. And it was just like, oh my god, check this. Check out this new shortcut on Great Question Mark Block Ruins. Look at this, wow. If you like and subscribe, you can do this too. And it was like so frustrating. There was like no stop. I was scrolling and more. I didn't care. I hated that track for a little bit because it was all over the place. But I did end up learning the techniques, and I do love it very much. But it's just, it got so... I was all over the place. I could not avoid it for like a month. But it is, like, everything is good about this track. Everything is good about it, except the music. I don't like the music. The music is dull. It's boring. But not the track. The track is great. Track is not boring. Track good. Soundtrack bad. Boom. No, the animals are not on track. I do not care. They don't have to be. It's fine either way. And yes, it is a water track. But you don't have to be in the water. Except for, you know, like in the beginning and then in the end. But those are like pretty much straight lines. Like, they're not very sharp corners. So that doesn't matter, you know? Doesn't matter at all. There is one particular part of the track where there is a very sharp turn. And I still mess it up when I go there. So I have learned not to go there. There are so many options to avoid it. You can go left, right, on the rail, and you can do a nice little trick. There's also a new world record thingy where you like bounce over the crates and you go there and you swoosh, you know. And the music, oh my god, the music is so good as well. The music is so good. I like the final U-turn. It's so tight. I like the layout of the track. It is such a racetrack layout. It's brilliant. I love this track. And I'm sorry to bring up the music again, but the music is so good! Give me more. I want to do 4 laps of this one. 5, 6, 85. Doesn't matter. Give me more. Very, very good track. Very good track! Now, I want you to imagine this. Thunder. The lightning is up. There's a storm. You're driving your cart on the stormy sea surface, like any sane person would do. You're all alone. Well, not counting the other 23 racers ahead of you. 23 behind you, if it's, like, for me. In my case, 23 people would be behind me. Then all of a sudden, you hear it. A faint melody that you recognize. You love said melody. If it was on Spotify, it would be on top of your Spotify Wrapped. Trust me. You spot a seagull. It had just been struck by lightning. You decide to eat it. And probably contract every fucking virus in the whole world. As you swallow your last bite, another lightning strikes. During that split second of light, you spot a weird anchor, a shipwreck, another seagull, also a very dead one. You know where you have arrived. A grin is swiftly developing on your beautiful face. You have arrived at Wario's Galleon. The best track in the game, baby! I hated Mario Kart 7. I hated Mario Kart 7. And I hated Wario's Galleon in Mario Kart 7. It was the worst one in the Star Cup, which was, was so frustrating to me. Because the Star Cup was my favorite. It had Piranha Plant Pipeway. And it had, the Boohoo Mountain Loop. Right? But Wario's Galleon was by far my least favorite in the cup. Absolutely dreadful. But not anymore. Now it is, like, the best track in the game. Wow. You never saw that one coming, did you? It is a little bit janky with the water, but I feel like the track actually benefits from it. Unlike Cheep Cheep. And this one doesn't really have a lot of sharp turns in the water. There is a slight turn when you're going through the little tunnel area, but it doesn't really matter that much. Yeah, it might mess up your drift if you're like a complete rookie, unlike me. But honestly, I don't feel like the water affects the track that much. It's very annoying, yes. Especially I can see it if you're time trialing a lot and the waves are like, it feels like it's hard to get into rhythm and get like consistent results. Like every time you do this track, you do different stuff because of the water and it being very janky. But if you just look away from it, I want you to like be blindfolded. Don't care about the water. Shh. The wall ride in the beginning. Oh my god, I love it. The palm tree, and then you hit the wall, and then you bounce off the wall, and then you go down into the little sand pile, and then the pipe grind on the rock, and then you jump from a tree, all of a sudden, and then you land in the water, and then you go with the mushroom over the other sand part. Wow, and then in the ending, you shoot out of the cannon, and you land on a mast, and you trick off that mast to land on another mast, and then you go. Oh, so good, so good. Give it to me. And then there's the music, obviously, the biggest highlight of the track. Beautiful. It's either the music or the atmosphere, both incredible. It feels just like Gothenburg. I can't believe it. It's such a vibe, this track. I love it. Thank you, Nintendo, for bringing us a great Wario's Galleon. Thank you. Also, it's the end of the Blue Shell Rally, so I actually like that one the most. Thank you, bye. Thank you so much for watching, gamers. I don't usually do these kind of videos. Please hype it up if you haven't already. It's definitely not the kind of thing I usually do. Like I already mentioned, it's a new way of editing for me. But I think it's I'm happy this time with the result. It's decent. I also want to give a huge thank you to all of the members that support me. Thank you. And I know there's not going to be a lot of people that agree with me on this. That's not okay. You must agree with me. And I will convince you to agree with me. Just tell me your wrong opinions in the comments. Okay, goodbye now. I must leave. I'm tired. I'm going to McDonald's. Bye.